All right, so I had this whole thing written down, and I tried to put it on a teleprompter, and I just cannot read off a teleprompter. So I'm just gonna go with just how I feel. The other day, I made a Facebook post, and it's basically a letter to the left. And let me read what I wrote. I said, a letter to the left. The assassination on Charlie Kirk's life is on your hands. It doesn't matter if you're far left or just left. It doesn't matter. Sorry, my dog. Hey, hang on 1 minute, please. Okay, let's start over. A letter to the left. The assassination on Charlie Kirk's life is on your hands. It doesn't matter if you're far left or just left. Your ideologies and rhetoric entice the actions of what happened to Charlie. He's a Nazi. He's a racist. He hates gays. He's fascist. These are the messages you breathe into the world every day, to exhaustion, until an extremist has had enough of your lies and takes action. And you wonder why these things are happening. Your condolences have no meaning at this point. You are the reason this is happening. Then you want to give your condolences? GTFOOH. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Your side has a mental problem. There's a mental pandemic going on. The next time you open your mouth, think before you speak. Your side has been possessed by evil. Assassination attempts, murders, riots, all thanks to your rhetoric. It has to stop. It can stop. This is the inevitable path when you don't put God and Jesus as number one in your life. Jesus, he's the answer. Now that's the message Charlie Kirk preached. Charlie was a good man, a God-fearing man. He had the courage to sit down with you and respectfully debate you in your own home, college campuses. That's courage. You took a great man from this world, from his wife, from his kids, from his dad, from his mom, from his sister, from his friends, and from the world, us. He articulated better than any of us. He spoke for us, for our beliefs, our values, our principles, and as a patriot. We admired Charlie Kirk. We looked up to him, took inspiration from him. His faith in God was admired by us. I'll close with this. You didn't take him from us. You made more Charlie Kirks. His lessons, his teachings are here forever. His legacy will live forever. Rest in peace, Charlie. Well done, my good and faithful servant. And boy, did I get some backlash. A lot of these people obviously are from the left. There were probably like three or four comments that were just extremely hateful. A lot of people agreed. A lot of people commented that they agreed. A lot of likes, a lot of shares. But man, just the tone and the rhetoric. And just to be clear, it's not everybody from the left. It's not everybody from the left. Yeah, we have some crazies on the right, like the far right, but they're like very few. It really is very few compared to the left. The left has so many people that are just radicalized because it really just makes sense why they are, because of the message that the left-wing media puts out every single day. If we on the right had somebody telling us, oh, this person's a this person's a that, this person's a fascist, this person's a Nazi, this person hates gays, this person is racist. If we had somebody telling us that every single day, eventually we'll start believing it. Just like how you guys have started. You guys, meaning the left. The battle is not with the people on the left. I truly believe that. Yes, they've been inundated with all of this hate, which puts hate in their heart, and it just keeps spreading the hate, and the social media just keeps bigger and bigger and bigger, and just their voice becomes much louder because all they see is these 30-second clips of something that Charlie says or of something that somebody else says, and then you start to believe it without knowing the full context of the whole conversation. So I understand the feelings of why these people feel that way. So the battle isn't with them. The conversations, like what Charlie was saying, the conversations are with those people. Because if you talk to those people and you have an actual conversation, eventually everybody's gonna be on the same playing field. They're all gonna agree, like everybody will agree. And that's what Charlie was doing. Charlie was going to campus and having these conversations. And that's why I think he had converted so many people to his side just because he was speaking the truth. He was telling people his values, because all these other people, they've never been talked to like that. They've never been told that they're loved or that they aren't who they think they are, as far as when it comes to a man thinking he's a woman or a woman thinking he's a man. They've always just been told, oh, you think you're a woman? Okay, you're a woman. And this guy, it's a guy. Like, he's been lied to his whole life, and then when someone comes along, shows him love, shows him the truth, that person is just broken down and just, they finally feel accepted for who they really, really are, not who they've been lied to the past 10, 15, 20 years. That is what Charlie was doing. And that's what we need to do. We need to reach these people. It's the basic principles in the story of Jesus' life. Like, Jesus went to the streets and spoke to these people. Like, it's that simple. Charlie was basically doing exactly what Jesus did. He was spreading the gospel and spreading the truth. That's what Jesus did. That is exactly what Jesus did. And so our conversations need to start with those people. Our battle, the war that we're waging, the war that we need to wage against, I think that's the right word. The war, the battle, are the people who are spreading these lies. It's the media. It's the people who fund the media. The George Soros. Like, everything ties back to him. Everything ties back to him. He's funding all of these media outlets to spread all this untruthful stuff that gets us divided. That is who we need to wage war on. We need to wage war on the people like the George Soros. He's destroying our country. He's funding all these left-wing media parties, which is spreading all this hate, which is trickling down to us, to social media, doing what Charlie was doing, going out, reaching the people, talking to everyone. Say hello to my 1-year-old golden retriever, Ollie. Can you tell everybody hey? Can you tell everybody hey? And that's just it. Like, we need to have these conversations, but the war isn't with our neighbors who don't believe in the same things that we believe in. The war is with the people at the top. We need to find who these people are, and we need to expose them. We need to expose them to the world so that everyone can see how they are manipulating us. It's that simple. So if you're watching this, if you're hearing this, your neighbors, the people you interact with every single day, they're not who you think they are. They have been told, even some of the people on the right, they have been told a lie. And it's up to us, it's up to the conservatives, it's up to the Democrats, it's up to all of us to spread the truth. Tell them. It's up to all of us to spread the truth and to inform each other about what's going on. Charlie wouldn't want all this hate and division. He would want us to communicate with each other and have the conversation. Have those talks. Talk with your kids, talk with your parents, talk with your friends, your siblings. Talk to anyone, especially anyone who doesn't agree with what you believe in, and have those conversations. Have those conversations. There was a quote. Okay, I found it. So Charlie's been known to say this. I don't know if he said it, but the quote goes like this: when people stop talking, that's when you get violence. That's when civil war happens. They want us to stop talking to each other. That way, we don't know how each other feels. If we stop talking, then we're just gonna assume that the left hates us, that the right hates them. We need to come together. We need to start talking. We need to start having these conversations, because if not, things will get really, really bad. So let's start having these conversations. Let's start talking with each other. That's what Charlie would want. All right, so thank you guys for watching this. I want to do more of these. It's gonna be like a little sad little episode. It's gonna be called Dovetails. Kind of to bring people together. Hopefully that's gonna be my purpose, my mission for this video, this segment. I really think we have the opportunity to bring people together. That's part of what we're meant to do. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.